everyone, good morning. Welcome back to North Dakota Today. Right now we're talking about a fun way to approach the stage. We have Mark and Ethan joining us from Theater NDSU, and they're going to tell us what they have in store. We're talking about something that is an interview-based performance, and this is really something I've never heard of. I was picking your brain before we came on, but good morning, you two.
Good morning. Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's wonderful to have you, and like I mentioned, I've never heard of this, so it's interview-based theater. So first and foremost, what is this concept?
Sure. So for this show, we're doing a show titled Home, and I interviewed individuals from the Fargo-Moorhead community about the topic of foster care, and I was able to speak with individuals about their experiences being foster care parents, also parents that have adopted out of foster care, and even interviewing a social worker. And we've taken those interviews and we've pieced them together to make a script, which is our play at Theater NDSU.
Yeah. All right, so Ethan, you're going to be part of the cast in
Yes.
the ensemble. You play multiple characters.
Yep, I play two different characters.
Yeah, tell us about what that's like.
It's pretty interesting. Normally with shows, even if you play two characters, they're just like written by a playwright, but these are two actual people. So it can be a little intimidating at times, especially since I know that they're going to be at the show at least once. But it's very interesting knowing that these are real people, these are real stories. I also play two different characters that have two different dialects and two different sort of speech patterns.
Wow.
So one of them grew up in Alabama, but he's lived here for 2 decades, so he's only got like a slight southern accent, not like a full, very hard one. And then another one has lived in the Fargo-Moorhead area pretty much his whole life. And so it's just very interesting finding their stories and what they want to get across in those interviews, and then taking that and really just trying to give that to the audience and share that with them.
Yeah, I would say it's not often that whoever you're playing is sitting in the audience directly across from you while you are performing. So that is incredibly brave. This is just such an incredible concept. I've quite literally never thought about this. So what is the performance setting like?
We're actually doing this in a non-traditional space. So we're doing this in the Memorial Union Art Gallery. And so it's limited seating. And the audience does even travel. So we have one location where we sort of start off, then we travel to a different location, which was sort of like titled like our bedroom area. And then we have a third location, which is more of like a living room setting. Each of these locations sort of is embodying like an art installation as well. So even within this performance, we're trying to meld two different worlds of just like theater and also visual art, where audience members, if they're not even attending the show, they could come to the art gallery and they could click on, so there's images on the walls that we were able to document from the actual homes of these children.
Oh, wow.
And so we've taken, it's just photographs of objects, and they're all over the gallery space in different configurations. And then audience members can come in, and we have QR codes with audio recordings from the cast, and they can listen to sections from the show on their own, right?
Wow.
You can walk around the gallery space and listen to some of these stories outside of the show.
A fully immersive, this is the most unique thing. I'm so intrigued by this. When are the shows? How can folks get tickets?
Shows start this Thursday, actually, the 30th through the 1st of April, and then the 5th and 6th, I believe. And you can go to ndsu.showware.com and get tickets. NDSU students get in free, so if you're a student, definitely do that.
Okay, before I let you go, I have to know how long, how many years has this really been in the making? To even conceptualize something like this is really, really shocking to me.
Yeah. So we came up with the idea for it probably about 1.5 years ago, and then I started doing a lot of the research and interviewing people last summer, beginning in July.
Wow.
And so it's been since then, so about 9 months, 10 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was it difficult? I know they're like telling me to wrap up, but I just can't. Was it difficult to find people willing to share their story and admit to whatever their story might be?
You know, people were very generous.
Yeah.
And I think that once we started to converse with them, they felt like they were really being seen and heard. And a lot of times, by the end, they were very appreciative to be able to tell that story, because so oftentimes they don't have the opportunity to speak about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Thank you both so much for coming on and sharing this story. I really look forward to your shows, and good luck. Break a leg, I should say. Not good luck. I take it back. Break a leg. All right, guys. Coming up next, we have plenty in store right here on North Dakota Today. Stick around after the break.